Hi friends, in today's video we'll discuss a very interesting topic. Friends, like past life karma and pending karma respectively are connected to the planets KETU and RAHU in astrology, we know. Okay, now friends, when your 7th lord or 7th house or the planet Venus, which is the significator of marriage, is deeply connected to either Rahu or Ketu in some way. Find out, friends, whether they are in conjunction, whether your 7th lord or Venus is in conjunction with Rahu or Ketu, or there is any aspect between them. We take into consideration the second aspect also. In Bhrigunandinari astrology, we take into consideration the second aspect. There are other aspects also, but I am talking about the most powerful aspects. Second aspect, trinal aspect, that is the 5th and 9th aspect, 7th aspect. And in case a planet is retrograde, then the 12th aspect is very powerful. So these aspects are taken into consideration in Bhrigunandinari Jyotish. So look at whether there is any sort of aspect between your 7th lord and Rahu or Ketu, Venus and Rahu or Ketu. Okay. Also, is Rahu or Ketu placed in your 7th house? That also. Even look at 8th house, because 8th house is also the house of married life. Okay, life after marriage is 8th house. So if Rahu or Ketu has connection with 7th house, 8th house, or if it has connection with 7th lord Venus, what sort of pending karma or past life karma you have to face in this lifetime, and so that we will discuss. Now friends, for that you need to look at the zodiac sign in which Rahu is placed, Rahu or Ketu is placed. You can also go deeper by looking at nakshatra. Okay, so nakshatra I will discuss later on. Today we'll focus on zodiac signs and the placement in which house. Now say friends, you have your 7th lord or Venus is with Rahu. Okay, either together in conjunction or there is some strong aspect between them. Now what sort of pending karma is there? How will you know? So for that you look at the zodiac sign, look at Rahu's placement. Now say Rahu is in the sign of Cancer. Okay, Rahu is in the sign of Cancer. Look at Rahu's dispositor. Okay, Rahu's dispositor. If Rahu is in the sign of Cancer, then dispositor will be Moon. Okay, so Rahu's dispositor is Moon. How Moon is placed in the chart, that also you should look at. Okay, now if Moon is also, if Rahu's dispositor Moon is with Ketu, okay, then definitely we can say that especially if Ketu is also aspecting your 7th lord or Venus, because if 7th lord or Venus is sitting with Rahu, then Ketu will cast 7th aspect on your 7th lord or Venus. Okay, so then you have to look at both Rahu and Ketu. Now say Rahu is in Cancer, okay, with your 7th lord or Venus, or maybe in the 7th house it is placed. What will happen? Cancer is connected to Moon. It is also connected, Cancer sign is connected to the natural 4th house. Okay, now there could be some conflict regarding property. Okay, some conflict related to some property issue, it could be there, which could be a very important factor behind the separation in the relationship. Because say Venus Rahu or Venus Ketu, and this say a person has gone through a divorce, then what can we say? There has been a split in the relationship and there has been separation. And Venus is in Rahu, Venus and Rahu are in Cancer, for example, aspected by Ketu in Capricorn. So what can you say? So some property issue was involved, that you can say. Rahu is in Cancer, Cancer is connected to Moon, some mother figure was involved. Some mother figure, either mother, mother-in-law, somebody was involved in this, in causing the split in the relationship between the native and native spouse. Now Ketu is in Capricorn. I'll come to Ketu later on. First let me talk about Rahu. So this is your pending karma. What pending karma? That in this lifetime, in your birth chart, at the time of your birth, the planet Rahu, the shadow planet Rahu was in Cancer. So you're born with this pending karma. Okay? In your previous lifetime, okay, maybe you were not much concerned about property. You were not concerned much about, all these things. You were not concerned about your assets and property maybe in your previous lifetime. That is why in this lifetime, you will focus, because Rahu is your focus, your hunger, your desire. And that planet is in the sign of Cancer. So in this lifetime, you're born with this Rahu placement, that you will focus on your assets, you will focus on property, and you'll be very careful about what property you have, what property you are going to gain after marriage, maybe from your spouse, what property both of you will jointly own after marriage. So all these things will interest you a lot in this lifetime because of Rahu's placement. Why? Because Rahu wants to in a way punish you in this lifetime. You were careless with some assets and you were not, you were detached from your home, you were careless with assets in your previous lifetime. So that is the pending karma that you're carrying with yourself in this lifetime. So in this lifetime, you will focus on your home. You'll focus a lot on your home. You'll be attached very much to the mother, though you may have conflicts with your mother, but you'll be attached also. You'll focus on your home. You won't be able to even come out of your domestic matters. You'll be so very entangled with home issues because in your last life you didn't pay attention to domestic matters. So that is why Rahu is in Cancer in this lifetime. Also, you'll be very much you'll focused on property issues. So this will cause a problem in your marriage now. Why? Because Venus is with Rahu in Cancer. Or 7th Lord. If say Venus could be the 7th Lord also, or say any planet is your 7th Lord, any other planet is your 7th Lord. Okay? So if that planet is also with Rahu, then what will happen? Say Mercury. Mercury is your 7th Lord and Mercury is also with Rahu. Then in Cancer. So your marriage, and say a person has gone through divorce, the marriage ended also. So that is pending karma of Rahu in this lifetime. Maybe you could have saved your marriage by letting go of matters connected to property. After your marriage, you were so very focused on, gaining some property, and maybe your spouse wanted to give away something to somebody, some relative, and there was dispute maybe. So you should have let go actually. So that is how you have to understand. So wherever you have Rahu, actually, if Rahu is in Cancer, then in property matters, in matters related to your home, don't be so obsessed. Let go also at times. If you let go, then maybe you could have saved your marriage. and you can save your marriage if you let go. If you are not that, obsessive about property, and you think, okay, let me come out of this dispute and let me not be so much obsessed with property. That let go attitude can even save your marriage if you have this combination. You have quarrels with mother-in-law or some mother figure, just let go. Just if you learn to let go, you can save your marriage. Okay? But when Rahu is in Cancer, it will be difficult to let go also. So that is your pending karma actually. And so you will suffer, and so the marriage can end. But because Rahu is in Cancer, if you let go, then what you should do actually? That is why you need to understand your birth chart. Because Rahu in Cancer, this energy, Rahu energy will manifest in your life in some way or the other. Okay? So Cancer sign is connected to your mother. So when you have Rahu in Cancer, the remedy is in this lifetime you should focus on mother or maybe mother-in-law. You should focus on, you should take care of these elderly women. In Bhrigunandi Nadi Jyotish, moon signifies elderly women. So you should be kind to these women in your life. You should be kind to old age home women. Do some charity. Okay? Do some charity. Be kind to women in old age home. Be kind to women who are physically handicapped. So that is how you can do justice to the Rahu energy in your chart. And that is the remedy for your Rahu placement in Cancer with Venus or 7th Lord. That is the remedy. So if you have that sort of attitude, then you can also save your marriage. And the marriage may not end in divorce. Okay? But if you are too much focusing on property, if you have conflicts with some mother figure in the family and you are not able to adjust, and some property dispute, it can lead to the end of the marriage. It can lead to split in the relationship. Now when Rahu in Cancer, Ketu will be in Capricorn. Friends, I'll show you with example charts. Don't worry. Please stay with me for some time. I will show you with charts, example charts. You will look at the exact placement in certain charts. In a number of charts I'll show. So it will be clear to you what I'm trying to say. It's very interesting how you understand and decode your pending karma and what you should do actually to fulfill your pending karma in this lifetime. Now Ketu, I told, will be in Capricorn. Okay, Ketu is in Capricorn. So Ketu's 7th aspect is falling on Venus or 7th Lord, which is sitting with Rahu. Now Ketu's 7th aspect, Ketu also will influence. So Ketu in Capricorn means your profession also will play a role in your split or separation or divorce. So I am talking about somebody's chart where split has already taken place, or somebody's birth chart where the possibility of a split in the marriage is there. The marriage may end or end in a divorce. That threat is already there in the chart or in the person's life. So what these planets are showing, Rahu and Ketu. Now Ketu in Capricorn, okay. So your profession can be responsible for Ketu 7th aspect on Venus or 7th Lord. Profession is somehow will be responsible for the distance that will set in. Distance between you and your spouse. Profession will play a role. Okay. Maybe there is some Ketu in Capricorn, some change in profession. You are getting some new job, so you want to change your place. You want to go to some other place. That will bring about distance in the relationship, physical distance, physical separation, at times out of sight, out of mind. it can lead to, eventually it can lead to a separation and even divorce. So now profession is doing the role here, because Ketu is in Capricorn. The planet of separation is in Capricorn sign. Capricorn denotes profession, work. So what will, because why, in your previous lifetime, Ketu in Capricorn, why did you get? Because in your previous lifetime, you were focusing too much on your work. Too much. Maybe you did not have time for yourself. And you were a slave to people at the workplace. You had to work and work and work too much. And you were focusing so much on your work that you missed out on, the pleasures of life. So that happened in your previous life or in one of your past lives. So that is why in this lifetime you have Ketu in Capricorn, so that you are not obsessed with your profession. You are not obsessed. Suppose you are into a profession, you think that it's not suiting me, it's taking a toll on my health or even mental peace, you can easily let go. No matter what salary they are paying, it's okay. When you have Ketu in Capricorn, you may have this sort of attitude. No, I am not happy in this profession. I want to change my profession. I want to go to some other place. What if my spouse is here? I am getting a job somewhere else, so I can go. I have to go. I am not happy with this job. Letting go of your job also. So what will happen now? So what will you do now? So is it necessary that if you leave your place where you are staying with your spouse, okay, wife or husband, you are staying with your spouse, you leave that place and you go to a place out of town, you go to a foreign place for your work, does it mean that you have to end your relationship? No. So that you have to understand. So it is your past life karma. Ketu is your past life karma. So how it is manifested, that is why Ketu's position is like this. That in this lifetime you will let go of your profession, but then because you will easily let go, there will be change in profession. That could be a cause now, because Ketu is aspecting Venus or 7th Lord. Change of place, your spouse may not agree, your spouse may not like it, may not allow. So ultimately there could be a split and eventual divorce. This can happen. So what you should do? Then you have to understand that my profession is now in a way a threat to my relationship or marriage. It is a threat. So I have to find the middle way. I have to somehow convince my spouse, tell my spouse that okay, I want a change, I really want a change in my profession. Let me go to that other place. I will keep in touch with you. We will be on video call. So we will keep in touch. So there are ways in which you can convince your spouse. Long distance relationship also works. In case of many people it works. So see to it that somehow there is a long distance relationship. Whenever you have a holiday, whenever you have weekend or something and it's possible to meet up, you come and meet up and you make efforts to connect with your partner. So that you do. So even if Ketu in Capricorn is aspecting or is sitting with your 7th Lord or Venus, then your profession will not affect your marriage or relationship, because now you have found a middle ground. You have that yes, I have to strike a balance. So I want to pursue my ambition, my career is also important. So I can't say I'm suffocating in this job. I want a change of job that is important for my identity. I have to go. But at the same time, my spouse is also important. So I will maintain this long distance relationship. And whenever I get time, I will connect with my person. So it is actually also in your own hands. How you deal with this energy of Ketu, or how you deal with Ketu's placement in Capricorn in your chart. Ketu somehow aspecting 7th Lord or Venus. Deal with Ketu's energy in this way. Okay. Yeah, I mean, So that is what, friends. Now suppose you have 7th Lord or Venus, say either sitting with Ketu in Pisces, or say it is Ketu in Pisces is aspecting strongly your 7th Lord or Venus. So what, Pisces is connected to the 12th house of bed pleasures. So there could be some problems in your sexual life with your partner. Okay, maybe you were never satisfied or happy with your partner in bed. This could be a major reason of the split in the relationship. When you have Ketu in Pisces with Venus or 7th Lord, then okay, so in this lifetime Ketu also shows detachment. Detachment means you are not interested in bed relations with your partner. You're not interested also. Why? Because you know that your partner cannot make you happy or can't satisfy your needs, physical needs. So you are detached. You feel that no, I don't want any sort of bed relations with my partner. This can happen when Ketu is in Pisces. Okay, and you tend to idealize things in the relationship, that I should have an ideal partner who can make me happy in every way, who will emotionally connect also with me, who will keep me physically happy also. So you idealize that my partner should be perfect, and then in reality when you see that it is not happening, then you get detached from your partner. You're not interested in any sort of bed relations with your partner. This can happen. Not happy with the sort of physical compatibility or sexual compatibility with which you have, and this can cause the split in the relationship and even divorce or separation. Okay, so this is, you're carrying along with yourself this karma from your previous life actually. That is why you got Ketu in Pisces. Okay, so in your previous life you were obsessed with sexual desires and bed pleasures. You were obsessed with all that in your previous life. Okay, you're focusing too much on your maybe sexual life or bed pleasures. You're focusing a lot on that. So in this life you are unhappy with that. You're unhappy, so you feel detached and you're not interested also, because you are with such a partner who can't make you happy you feel in bed. So you have got this because of Ketu's placement. In your previous life maybe you were obsessed and you were so much attached to it. So in this life you are kind of destined to be detached to this very aspect, this aspect of physical pleasures or bed pleasures. You will get detached for some reason or the other. So then what you should do? Also, when you have Venus Ketu in Pisces or 7th Lord Ketu in Pisces, or Ketu in Pisces aspecting 7th Lord or Venus strongly, that means let go also. You're not happy with your person in bed, okay, but Ketu makes you let go. So you are detached and you're giving up on your partner. You're giving up on your partner and you think that no, I'm not happy with my partner. So it is the major cause of the split in the relationship. But when you have Venus Ketu in Pisces or Ketu in Pisces aspecting 7th Lord, that can also show that you should actually strike a balance between your material pleasures, the desire for material pleasures, okay, the desire for physical pleasure, and the desire to know yourself and attain spiritual upliftment, because Ketu in Pisces will also give you the desire to move towards self-realization in quest of your own identity. So such people know what they happen when Ketu is in Pisces, especially with Venus or 7th Lord, because they find no happiness in their intimate life with their partner, so they tend to move towards spirituality. This happens. They lose all hope that they know that their partner can't make them happy, in bed. So they're frustrated actually, and they also at times tend to move towards spirituality. So they move towards spirituality and they're into spiritual practices. This can happen. So they eventually they detach themselves also from their partner. This can also happen. So Venus Ketu in Pisces in this lifetime, or 7th Lord Ketu in Pisces together, you have to learn to strike a balance between your idealism and reality. You tend to idealize things about your life partner. You dream of an ideal life partner. But reality is actually, matter of fact, reality is far away from idealism. We have to understand that. Yes, we have to come to terms with that. That we have to strike a balance between our tendency to idealize things, idealize your partner, your relationship, you have a tendency to idealize all that, and your duty or responsibility to accept your partner as they are. Okay, so we need to actually accept our partner. That acceptance is important. Striking a balance. So that is important. You're moving towards spirituality, spiritual desires, okay, spiritual practices, and you're distancing yourself with your partner, from your partner. So do spiritual practices, but see to it that you also somehow are spiritually connected to your partner also. Then your marriage can work. Then your marriage can work. Okay. So yeah, Ketu in Pisces. So Ketu actually wants you to let go. Yes. So when you let go of material things, then it spiritually uplifts you. So if Pisces is connected to bed pleasures, you let go of that. You think that, okay, I'm not happy with my person, we don't have any sexual compatibility, I'm not happy. But if you can let go of this situation, that okay, let me accept it as destiny, and it's okay. If you can, I'm not saying that it's a matter of your choice. Or you think that it's okay, let me accept however my partner is. Maybe you think of counseling, you think of helping your partner out, you think of taking them to a counselor, a psychological counselor who can help them out maybe, or you go to a marriage counselor. So you find some way in which you can help your partner. Okay, so that attitude is important. So that will enable you to save your marriage. Maybe after the counseling sessions and all, your partner also will be able to maybe understand your needs and desires better. You also will understand your partner better, and then maybe the marriage can be saved also. Yes, but if you're very rigid and you think that no, I'm not at all happy with this person, so this person could not satisfy my needs, and then it can also cause a separation, and the marriage can end in even divorce. Okay, so you have to understand that, what Ketu is trying to tell you if it is in Pisces. You have to understand that, okay, in this lifetime. Now, like that, friends, look at the position of Rahu and Ketu, in which sign they are. Okay, so that is very important. So that will say a lot about what pending karma, what past life karma you are still carrying with yourself, and you're dealing with that in your present life. How to deal with that pending karma energy past life karma energy of Rahu and Ketu, how to deal with that. So that you will come to know by looking at the placement of Rahu and Ketu carefully, in which zodiac sign they are placed, in which zodiac sign, the dispositor or the sign lord, where it is placed. Okay, so that will enable you to understand what you need to do. Okay, so it is very easy to end a relationship. So it is always advisable, when it's getting difficult for you to solve things on your own, then you should seek the help of some counselor or astrologer, because a counselor or astrologer, they are somehow connected to Jupiter. So when you get in touch with them, as if you are, Jupiter, you are seeking Jupiter's blessings, because maybe they have knowledge, they can guide you. You're seeking the help of some astrologer, some occultist, or some psychological counselor. They can guide you. Yes, and somehow you are seeking Jupiter's blessings, and maybe their guidance can save your marriage. Okay, so you should approach an occultist or astrologer not just before marriage, but also when you are going through a difficult marriage, or when you are finding it difficult to sustain your marriage. Then also you need to seek the help of astrologer or even psychological counselor. So maybe they will help you to find a way out, and maybe you will be able to save your marriage. Okay, now friends, I will show you with the help of example charts. So just have a look at the charts, and then you will know how to deal with a pending karma or past life karma which the planets Rahu and Ketu show in your chart, and how you should deal with that. I'll show you with example charts. Kindly look, have a look at my screen. Okay friends, now I'll quickly take you to my screen. Here you will see, we will look at this chart. Okay, this is the chart of a female native. Yeah, so here friends, you see that in this female native's chart, in the 7th house Rahu is there. In the 7th house you have Rahu in Capricorn. Okay, and this Rahu in Capricorn, you look at here the 7th lord also is retrograde in the 6th house. 7th lord is Saturn. It is in the 6th house, retrograde. And Rahu is naturally retrograde. So Rahu will cast, as per Bhrigunandinari as Jyotish, Rahu will cast 12th aspect on the 7th lord sitting in the 6th house. Okay, that is Rahu will cast 12th aspect on Saturn. So friends, Rahu is casting aspect on the 7th lord Saturn, and Rahu is sitting in the 7th house. So Rahu in Capricorn. So here this female native's profession, it was one of the main reasons behind the separation in her relationship. This female native has undergone divorce. Okay, so her profession was the main reason behind it. She wanted to do some job, but her somehow she did not get support from her in-laws. Okay, so her profession was the main reason, but she really wanted to do her job, and she wanted to pursue her career ambition. So that was the main cause. So also friends, you can see in the 1st house Ketu is in Cancer. Ketu is in Cancer, and Ketu in Cancer is aspecting the 7th house. 7th aspect of Ketu is falling on the 7th house. So friends, Ketu is also the split. Ketu is a planet here which will cause the split in the relationship, because it is aspecting your 7th aspect is falling on the 7th house. Now Ketu is a separatist planet, it separates. Okay, so here this female native, it is in the sign of Cancer, so she had a lot of problems with her mother-in-law, actually, with some mother figure. So your Cancer sign refers to moon, moon, and in Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, moon refers to any elderly woman. Any elderly woman is signified by moon. So she had a lot of problems, and there were a lot of quarrels with her between this female native and her mother-in-law. So, and her mother-in-law played a major role in the split or divorce in the relationship. Okay. Now friends, if you look at her D9 chart, this is her D9 chart, you will see that Rahu is in Taurus, Venus is in Aries. So Rahu, as per Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, casts a very strong 12th aspect on Venus. So here you will see that Rahu is in Taurus. So the real cause, because D9 is deeper, D9 is a chart which helps you make sense of the deeper truth, okay, the truth which actually lies beneath the superficial or beneath surface reality. So D9 helps you to make sense of that truth. So here you will see that Rahu is in Taurus. So some money matter was involved actually in the divorce. So the divorce or separation happened because it was connected to some money matter. So in her case, it was connected to some dowry. They had demanded some money from her family members. So the female native, she was tortured by her in-laws because her in-laws were demanding money from this female native and her family, okay, and her parents. So some money matter also was involved. That was responsible for the split in the relationship. Now friends, I'll quickly take you to the next chart. So the next chart I'm going to open, okay. So here I think I explained also during the video that here you will see that Ketu is in Capricorn. Ketu is aspecting Venus. Venus is in Cancer with Rahu. So even Jupiter, the 7th lord, is in conjunction with Ketu. Is in combination with Ketu. This is the trinal aspect of Jupiter and Ketu are there. So on each other. So Jupiter is the 7th lord. So separation from the 7th lord, and Ketu in Capricorn due to profession. And also this female native, she changed her job or career, went to a different place, and eventually the relationship with her husband ended. And also you will see that Ketu in Capricorn is aspecting Venus. Venus is the significator of marriage. The marriage can break. And Venus is also with Rahu. You can see Rahu is also in Cancer. So some property matter was involved in the split in the relationship. So some property dispute was there. So that was also one of the major reasons why this divorce took place. If you look at the D9 chart, friends, you will see that Venus is with Ketu in Pisces. Venus is with Ketu in Pisces. So actually the main thing or the main reason behind the divorce, if you look at the D9, it becomes very clear. If you look at the sign, zodiac sign, you will know. The main reason was that there was some problems in, some problem in their intimate life or in bed relations. So the bed relations which this female native had with her partner, so there were some issues there, some problems there, and because of that, maybe she was definitely, there was lack of sexual compatibility. So that was also a major reason of the divorce, okay. So friends, now I'll take you to another chart. So here you will see, this is another chart, friends. This is the chart of a male native. This male native also has gone through divorce. So here you will see that Ketu, you have Ketu, Just a moment, friends. Yeah. Yeah. So I was yeah. So Ketu you have in Pisces. So, and Ketu is aspecting, Ketu in Pisces is casting, as per Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, Ketu is casting 7th aspect on the 7th house. Okay. So it is casting a very strong 12th aspect. 12th aspect on the 7th house of marriage in the chart of this male native. Okay. So that means there was some issues, some problems in their intimate life, also because you will see, friends, 8th house is also the house of sexual relationship with partner. So there this planet of Ketu is already there. So this person, this male native, was not much interested in developing any sort of sexual relations or bed relations with his spouse. He was not interested in all that. You have Ketu in the 12th house, so he was very detached from all that. So, and that Ketu is aspecting the 7th house, so that was also the major cause behind the divorce which happened in the case of this male native. Now friends, I'll take you to another chart. I'll take you to another chart. I'll take you to this chart. Yes, this is the chart of a male native. Chart of a male native. Okay. Here you will see that moon is in the 6th house. Moon is the lord of the 6th house. Okay. Moon is the lord of the 6th house. Alright, in the 6th house itself. Where is the 7th lord? Sun is the 7th lord. Okay, Sun is the 7th lord. 7th lord is with Saturn. Saturn also, friends, is a planet which can distance you from your partner. Okay. And here you will see that the 7th lord is with the 8th lord Mercury. Okay, 7th lord is with the 8th lord Mercury, and 7th lord is also with Saturn. So this person also got distanced from their partner. Okay. And here you see this person also, this male native also, you have Ketu in the in Virgo in the 8th house. Ketu in Virgo in the 8th house. This shows that this person also was kind of did not have a very good sexual life with his spouse. This is the chart of a male native. Okay, so from the Ketu in Virgo is aspecting, casting 12th aspect on the 7th house of marriage. Okay, as per Bhrigunandinari astrology, this is a very strong aspect. So because this person was also not interested in developing any sort of intimate relationship, and you see 8th lord Ketu is Ketu's dispositor, Ketu's dispositor is Mercury, and Mercury is the 8th lord. 8th lord, you have seen, it is with the 7th lord Sun. So Ketu, he was not maintaining a healthy sexual life also. So ultimately you see he got separated from his partner, from his wife, and the marriage ended in divorce. So in his case also, I know one thing for a fact, that there were a lot of quarrels. Ketu in the sign of Virgo can also show a lot of conflicts, quarrels, and that was the cause behind getting separated from his spouse. So he was involved in a lot of quarrels and conflicts. He was also engaged in domestic violence. This particular male native also engaged in domestic violence, a lot of quarrels, arguments, conflicts with the spouse. In the married life, you see, friends, 8th house is the house of married life. There you have Ketu in Virgo. It is not a good placement, okay, for marriage. and or married life. So a lot of quarrels, even domestic violence, and also eventually not interested in maintaining physical relation with the wife, and the marriage ended in divorce. Now I think I'll take you to the final chart. One final chart is there. I'll take you to that chart. One chart, yes, this chart I'll take you. This is also the chart of a male native. Okay, male native friends. Here you will see that the 7th Lord Moon is in the 7th house. Okay, but Moon is being aspected by KETU in Scorpio. So you can see that KETU is in Scorpio. Even Mars is in Scorpio. So both these two planets, Mars and KETU, they are aspecting the 7th Lord Moon. Okay, so Mars also causes ups and downs in the relationship. Okay, Mars will give you ups and downs. Even KETU will give you the same ups and downs, problems, conflicts also it can give you in the relationship, and distance can come about in the relationship. Okay, so KETU is aspecting Moon. KETU's 9th aspect is falling on the 7th Lord Moon, and KETU's strong 12th aspect is falling on Venus also. So this person got separated from his wife and they got divorced. Okay, so KETU is in Scorpio. So the secret lies in Scorpio now, or the cause lies in the sign Scorpio. So this person, this male native, has been very secretive about his sexual life. Okay, this male native was not much interested in maintaining a sexual life with his partner. Rather he had multiple partners. That is why you have Mercury in the 8th house. He was maybe sleeping with a number of other women, or more than one women. He was sleeping with them, and he was maintaining illicit relationship with them, and he was not faithful to his wife. Okay, and so he was detached with his wife. He did not have any healthy sexual life. So that was also the main cause, because he was into other women also. So that also was the cause behind the divorce in this relationship. So ultimately he got separated from his wife. So friends, I wanted to discuss these charts with you, and I really wanted to tell you that you should look at look at Venus, look at 7th Lord, look at your 7th house or 8th house. So if they are somehow being aspected by Rahu, Ketu, or if Rahu or Ketu are sitting there, then look at the zodiac sign in which Rahu and Ketu are placed. They will say a lot about your pending karma. Rahu will speak a lot about your pending karma in this life, what unfinished karma you have. So you have to understand the energy of Rahu in your chart, and see to it that even if Rahu is in a certain zodiac sign, and if it is with Venus or your 7th Lord, is it possible for you to save your marriage? Okay, so try to decode your pending or unfinished karma of Rahu in a wise manner. That is very important. For that you may also require the guidance of some astrologer. Also look at Ketu's placement. What past life karma Ketu is showing. Okay, so what past life karma Ketu is denoting. So in this life also, Ketu may want you to let go of certain things. Okay, maybe let go of certain things. Again, Ketu may want you to focus also on certain things, and Ketu does not want you to be careless about certain things. So it may want you to let go of certain things, but it may also want you to be careful about certain things. So that you have to understand. So maybe if you're careful about certain things, depending on Ketu's zodiac sign, if you try to understand what you should be careful about, then maybe you can save your marriage, okay? And you can somehow the event of separation or divorce, it could be even avoided if you can decode what Ketu wants you to do, okay? What is your past life karma? If you can decode that, the past life karma of Ketu, the pending karma of Rahu, if you decode all that, and how you should actually deal with the Ketu and Rahu energy, deal with the energy in such a way by doing proper remedies so that you can save your marriage, while at the same time you will be able to save your marriage also, and you will be able to deal with your pending karma also, you will be able to deal with your past life karma also. So there are suitable remedies. So those remedies you can understand if you try to look at Ketu's placement, Rahu's placement. If you look at their placements carefully in your birth chart, then you will be able to know the remedies as well, okay? For clarity, you may seek consultation. Even if you want personal consultation, my details are also there in the video description. Do like, share, subscribe, friends, support this channel of yours. And one more thing, if you want Rahu and Ketu, the planets of pending karma and past life karma, if you want them to bless you, okay, both the planets are connected to your past life, Rahu and Ketu, pending karma, past life karma. So you want them to bless you, so that you can save your marriage, maybe, so that you can lead a happy life. So for that, always remember, in order to seek their blessings, in order to seek divine blessings also, you need to help the downtrodden. Especially you need to be kind to people who are suffering, who are in pain. You need to be compassionate to people who are physically or mentally challenged or handicapped, okay? That could be the best remedies for Rahu and Ketu actually. Compassion and charity, helping the poor, the needy, the downtrodden, helping the handicapped. So these are the best remedies. You do that. Be kind to animals and all creatures, and animals, birds and all creatures. So all these remedies, natural remedies also, will enable you to deal with the Rahu Ketu energies in a better way, in a more constructive way, okay? So okay friends, that's all for today. See you next time, and thanks for a patient hearing.